It's the final day of AES. Halloween is finally behind us, which is a great thing, and I'm here on the Line 6 booth with Marcus Ryle, who's going to tell me all about the Helix, which is the latest incarnation of guitar modelling, I believe. And Victor's going to play some guitar, so I'm going to get out of the way and let them get on with it.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I'm Marcus Ryle from Line 6, and really happy to be showing Helix here at AES. Helix is really the culmination of our 20 years of modeling that we've been doing since the original Axis 212 and Pod. And this has been about 6 years in development, and what we set out to do is really truly make a flagship guitar amp and effects modeler. And to do that, we had to start with an all-new DSP engine. There's a dual DSP, it's the top of the line of the Shark processors in this in the Helix. And we also started our modeling from scratch so that we were looking at each of the amps we wanted to model, each of the effects, and down to the component level, really making sure we could capture all of the tone and, most importantly, the feel of these models. Now, the thing about most modelers, obviously the sound is the most important thing, and that's been the main focus here. But even if you've got a great sounding modeler, if it's difficult to use, you're not really going to take the time to get the greatest tones that you could, or to explore the creativity that the device might be able to provide you with. So we took a whole new approach to a user interface with Helix. You've got a big color display here that always shows you your entire signal flow and the whatever parameters of the block that you've selected are showing up right on the bottom of the display for these knobs. But we also have a display for every single foot switch, so you know exactly what each button is going to do. This one says Scream 808. I can turn that on and off. It happens to be a model of a tube screamer, as you might have guessed. Here we have a ubiquitous vibe, which can be turned on and off. We followed the color schemes that we've used traditionally with our other effects modelers. So blues are modulation, and greens are delay, yellows are distortion, so that, you know, in the middle of a performance, you can really easily and quickly know what your buttons are doing and not have to think too hard. You want to concentrate on your music while you're performing. So now to edit, what we've done is made it so that these foot switches are actually touch sensitive as well. So in order to select, for example, this Univibe model, I can just touch the foot switch and all the parameters show up on the display for the Univibe. I could change the rate, change the intensity. Thanks, Victor. You can hear the nice lumpiness of the model. We've actually modeled the light bulbs, the individual filaments, and how they react inside a Univibe to capture that sound. So in addition to using the touch to be able to select things, we can use the touch to assign a pedal. For example, if I wanted to be able to turn my amp modeling off and on, I could just select the amp block, touch and hold a pedal and say learn it, and now here's my model. It says Brit Plexi, and we could turn the guitar amp modeling off and on. So it's extremely easy to assign the foot switches to be whatever you want, as well as to assign controllers. I can simply select a parameter. If I want to adjust the drive of my amp with the expression pedal, I could say learn controller, and now, you may not be able to see it on the camera, but the amount of drive is being controlled from the pedal. Just like that. So, and you could assign multiple parameters to controllers. You can assign MIDI controllers. You can send MIDI controls out to control other devices. So it's really a comprehensive approach to having a complete guitar solution. And it's great for live use, obviously, but also in the studio, we've provided a great set of interface choices. There's SPDIF and ASCBU out. It also has a USB 8x8 interface that'll run 24-bit 96K, so that I could record my dry guitar signal and my models at the same time. I could use it for reamping. I can even take different taps from the signal chain out or in from my computer, which is really great to give you a lot of flexibility after you've recorded. Now, all the parameters, not only are they here, they show up on pedals. So I could select, you know, the amount of pre-delay. I can just adjust it with the pedal. So turn up the decay. More mix. If I just want to adjust a little, I can use the value up and down buttons. Like so. Now we can go back and say, now let's change our delay add some more of that. Make it really crazy. So every parameter is that easily available with your feet. And then if you like what you did, you can just hold this down to save, and you've also saved the preset. So you don't have to stop to make sure you don't lose your edits. Or if you don't want to save it, you can just leave it in the edited state. So that's just a quick taste of some of the things that Helix does. If we had another 30, 40 minutes, I could go over a lot more fun, but I hope you enjoyed seeing the Helix here at AES.
Well, thanks very much for that, Marcus. Now, can you tell us something about price and availability, and also about the other SKU, which is the rack mount version?
Absolutely. The Helix just started shipping at the end of September. It's in the US, it sells for $14.99, and it's frankly right now a little hard to get, because we're really thrilled that the reaction's been so positive that our initial shipment has sold out. But we're expecting to get more very soon, and hope to have them available in a store near you. They are available worldwide. The rack version is going to be available in January. It has all of the same features and capabilities. It adds a word clock in and an ASCBU in, so depending on your digital recording needs, that adds a little more flexibility. And there's an optional foot controller, so if you want to be able to still take advantage of the foot switches with displays and touch-sensitive switches, you can just add an external foot controller to the rack. Otherwise, 100% the same modeling, same patch compatibility, so you can take your sounds from one to the other.
That's great. I look forward to reviewing one when we can finally get one.
As soon as possible.
Thanks, Marcus.
All right.